morning or happy Monday. I'm just going to feed the turkeys because they are literally waiting in the yard for me, aren't you? Oh, we got 3. This little guy, and these 2. It was a better night's sleep. Well, sorry, I should say a more consistent night's sleep than usual. Charlie only actually woke me up once, but he also slept 3 hours less than he normally sleeps. So he'll have a nice early nap, I suspect. He was just totally wrecked after his party yesterday. He had a really beautiful day. It was so sweet to see. Turkeys are just fighting in the background. To see all his favourite people. And it was just beautiful to be surrounded by family and people who love him and love us, and just want to celebrate the little man we've made. Oh, it was a really beautiful day. Even Tim thought it was just a beautiful, perfect day, and he's not big on social outings, so it's lovely. Anyway, I'll probably get into more of that later, but right now I've done Charlie's toy rotation and he's playing it very happily in his room, and I wonder how long of quiet I'm going to get before he notices I'm not there. So I am going to take the chance to do some cleaning of the kitchen because it got absolutely destroyed. But yeah, I'll talk to you later. Ready? Whoa! Is that kitty here? Oh, distraction. Good boy! Charlie is really enjoying his new blocks. Ready, Charlie? Ready? We're gonna do, ready? We go like this. Can you push it in? Yay! I love it. This one? This one here? Wow! And this one? This one? And can we make the raccoon fit? I think we can. And did you make it do something? Ready, Charlie? We put it in? Push it. Yay! Hello all. If you hear little feet scampering around, Charlie's down there. I am just making sauerkraut because that's what we're doing now. Isn't that right, Charlie? We've got some big jars. I've already been cutting some. I thought I meant to film this. So, no, you don't get to play with the knives. Anyway, just cutting up cabbage at this point and shoving it into these jars. So, super fun, exciting content. This is what we do. I'm just going to talk and you're not going to see my face for a bit. It has been a relatively chill morning because Charlie has been very excited to play with his new toys. So we had Charlie's first birthday party yesterday, which it wasn't actually his birthday because his birthday's during the week. But, yeah, Charlie. But we got all our family together. We went to a lake. I want to say nearby. It's about an hour and a bit drive from us. But it was absolutely beautiful day. Had a beautiful teddy bear cake that Tim's mother made. I'm going to put a photo here of what that looked like. It was absolutely adorable. And Charlie had his first bit of chocolate ever. And absolutely loved it. His little face was so excited. He smeared it everywhere, over himself, in his ears, up his nose. So he spent the second half of his birthday party in his nappy, running around like a little nudie bit Rudy, because he couldn't be trusted with niceties. Oh, you're so helpful. Would you like a whisk, Charlie? He likes whisks. Camera angle change so I can talk to you with a face. Realistically, first birthdays are really just for the parents and the adults in their life. So we didn't have any party games or anything. We did have a snack table. I made some homemade sweet and sour meatballs, which were an absolute hit considering they were a last minute decision. I even had one of my oldest school friends came. Charlie, I cannot hold you while I'm cutting things. I can't do it. Yeah, one of my oldest school friends came, and it was just, I kept having these moments like, isn't it weird? We're standing here at my son's first birthday, and also we've known each other since we were 9 8 or 9. It's just very bizarre. It just doesn't feel real sometimes that this is where I am. Yeah. I just feel very blessed. I genuinely... Charlie got to see all his favourite people yesterday, and some people, surprisingly, he's never met, but who love him dearly regardless. Just everyone who meets him knows he's just a good boy. He's just the coolest little lad who is sitting at my feet eating a whisk. I think that's pretty good. Look at that! That is so cool. Alright, I'll ask him when he gets inside what he wants me to do next. Yeah, you may check in, you may not.
Hello. Oh, Luna's so excited. Go, 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 go. Yeah, they're good girls. And go, 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 go. She's got beans today, that dog. G'day, happy Monday. It's a busy old day today. I'm just quickly getting a couple of minutes in before I go and start round 2. I have had a busy morning. I did a couple of hours of work, just shy of 4 hours, and then I reached out to 2 different local banks in Vanuatu because part of my residency application is we need to get certification of income. So they've got different thresholds depending on if you're going on your own or if you've got a partner or whatever. And it says you've got to have it income that is certified by a local bank in Vanuatu. So I thought originally that was going to be a big pain. I thought, oh, that means that I've got to have income going into a bank in Vanuatu. But it turns out that that actually means, or from what I understand, is getting a local bank in Vanuatu to view statements or proof or whatever that you're actually getting the money into. It can be an international account. And then having them sign off and say, yep, that's what's happened. So things are starting to come together. It's such a big journey, man. I've got Dad's coming around on the weekend, possibly this weekend. He's got to pick up his mower that survived a whole of 4 hours at this place before it broke, because we are cursed here. And I've asked him if he can help me, because I've got a tree that we're about to take down, and I just prefer that he be here for a bit of a hand. So that'll be fun. Getting things done. Had some interesting thoughts over the last 24 hours. 48 actually. It started yesterday morning. I woke up, I left the room, turned around like 10 minutes later and Charlie's been in there. Pulled all of my lightsabers off the shelves, because he too likes lightsabers. Good boy. But he also pulled 2 books off my shelf. And it was just interesting. It just sums up what I've been thinking lately and what I've been wrestling with. You know how you got like, on one hand this, on the other hand that? Well, on one hand was Mark Benioff's book called Trailblazer. So for those who know, I've been working in the Salesforce space for about a decade now and like built my entire life around it. And I love it, don't get me wrong. And I think that book represents career for me, and the hustle and the grind of getting better and improving and growing my career. And then the other book that he pulled out was David Attenborough's A Life on This Planet. So on the one hand, Salesforce, career, grind, hustle, working hard, building that as who I am. On the other, nature, living, life, really interesting. That's the way I saw it anyway. I just kind of laughed. So how funny is that he pulled those 2 books? Those last 2 grapes, look how dry everything is at the moment, except for the grapes. Actually, even the grapes are starting to dry. Joys of post-summer. Everything gets crunchy. The last few grapes, Hannah, again, if you're watching, they're there, reddening up. It's kind of sad. Last year we got so excited we'd have grapes, We had grapes, we didn't eat them all because the entire bush just ripened at the same time. So this year I was like, I'm going to make wine. It's going to be a thing. This year's going to be our test batch of wine. I'll figure it out, I'll get it right. Next year we can do, you know, if it works out, I'll put a couple more grapevines in. Bit of fun, nice little hobby. But next year's not going to happen. It is a little sad, I'll be honest, that this time next year we won't have this place. But I'll leave the worrying about what we're losing to Hannah and my mother. The other things we can focus on, or I'm choosing to focus on, is all the things that we'll gain. You know, I start working at a reasonable hour and then close off working way too late. And the idea of taking time off to go away for a weekend, it's a lot. Whereas over there, suddenly one of my biggest, if not my biggest, actually both of my biggest expenses are going to be gone. Our two biggest expenses are the mortgage and tax. And by doing this move, we're introducing new expenses. So there's going to be, for example, like international private health, which is a lot more expensive than regular private health. But just with all our, you know, plans of being out there and wanting to have more kids, and I've had health issues that I am getting in order, but you never know. It's an expense. But those two big expenses are gone because we're intending to rent. We've gone from, you know, mortgaging the last two, not to say owning, because we really didn't own. You know, we just owed a lot of money on, and we could do things to the houses if we want, which always costs more money. So we'll cut out the mortgage, we'll cut out the tax, we'll cut out car insurance, we'll cut out you know, fuel expenses. Not that we had much in terms of fuel expense between the solar coming into the Tesla and all this, but all these expenses are just going to disappear. New expenses are rent, the health insurance. There will be travel. We're going to have to do a lot more travel. I'm not a big travel guy. I understand, though, wanting to come back to Australia and visit family and friends. That makes sense to me, but I'm not a sightseer. I don't like sightseeing. Oh, look at this house. Okay, I could go home and look at my house from the inside because I like my house. I don't know. I don't get it. I like building my home as opposed to looking at other people's things. There is supposed to be a plumber coming around to help me try and fix my plumbing artwork. I tried. This time it wasn't on me. So we'll see if he decides to come by today. He said I might come Monday. Alright. Hopefully you do. Be nice if you could. If not, totally cool too, but he's a good guy. Oh, now we got wasp inside. Joys of summer. Alright. Let the girls in. Do you want to go out? Wasp? Come on. There he is. Come on, out you go. And no. Quick, if you go, you get to live. I can't have you hanging around Charlie. Alright. Guess he wants to die. Don't like spraying anything, but we get just crazy wasps out this way. Alright. Where is he? I'll spray it over the table either. He's not happy. I didn't even hit him. That time I did. It's all over Red Rover. Oh no! Cranky boy! I'm gonna go to work. Let's have a look. Let's see. Well, we did some things actually. I want to show you what we did. Hannah's been helping me because I got all this cabbage.
I think this is 2/3. Look, so just imagine 1/3,
Yeah.
2/3.
So we gotta bash it to the point where the water comes above it, which is crazy. Bash! But anyway, and then we did these beetroots, and I got these weights. Where are they? These glass weights that will sit on top and keep all the things underwater. So that's good, isn't it, boy? Hello, cranky boy. Oh, you're cheeky. Oh, excuse me, no. Hey, we don't just yell because we don't get things, do we?
But he wants to
Son?
say hi.
You want to wave? Hi.
Hi. You
Alright, I'm gonna go to work. Goodbye.
Hello again. It's like 8:30 at night. And I've decided that I'm gonna make Charlie some gummies because he ate like 5 days worth of watermelon gummies at his birthday party. So I'm gonna make some mandarin and turmeric gummies. I'm gonna be following this little card from Homestead on the Rocks gummy mold set. This isn't a tutorial. I'm just gonna talk as I do it because that's what I do now. It's been a pretty peaceful day. Charlie has spent most of the day happily playing with his toys and the other part of the day yelling at me. But we're focusing on the good. So my finger where I normally wear my wedding ring has been having this weird contact skin thing where it's just like completely dried out my finger. And so I haven't been wearing my ring and it makes me feel weird and oddly self-conscious. So I decided to wear it on this finger. I'm out of hand, so I still feel married. And then I had an incident where I was carrying the washing basket and smashed my ring into my other finger, the very, very corner of the diamond. Stabbed me here, which it doesn't look like much, but I'm gonna put it in the photo. It went like instantly blue and bruised, so that was fun. And it's still quite sensitive, but I also don't want to take my ring off, so this is just the burden I'm carrying. First world problems and all. Now, I'm not going to claim that my child having access to gummies all the time, every day, is the healthiest choice. But at the end of the day, when you make them yourself, you know what's in them. It's fresh fruit, it's gelatin, which is not bad for him, honey, and then this one's going to have turmeric in it, which I also think is a good addition. So there are worse things I could be feeding my child. And if he's going to have treats, I want them to be homemade. Alrighty, we are ready to pour into the mold. Alrighty, now I'm going to chuck these in the fridge and we'll say goodnight to them. So we'll see them in the morning when they're nice and cool. And on that note, I am going to do the final dishes for the night and head to bed because I am tired and still to get some reading in before I shut my eyes. So I'm going to do that. Anyway, hope you had a good day today. Whoever is watching this. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.